Hi everyone. Once again, it's not required net connection for Anaconda. Yes, for Anaconda. Yes, correct. Okay. So just a recap. Yesterday we got introduced to Python, and then we understood why Python is important. We saw its uses, and then we also saw how simple Python is compared to other programming languages. And then we just went ahead and downloaded Anaconda, as well as we tried to access Python through Google Colab. And then we saw the simple print statement, name error. What is this? It's not required. Why did you get this error, Farooq? Did you get this in Anaconda or Colab? X equal to 10. X is not defined. Print x plus 5. Anaconda. Okay, we will see it today. Today, perhaps you can try it with me. We will see what happens. Okay, the reason you got this error is you shouldn't give print equal to xy. The print statement shouldn't be within braces. But we will look at it. We will look at these operations today. So today being the day 2, we are going to look at some simple operations in Python. And we'll also look at the data types in a little bit more detail. So that's our agenda for today. So 9 participants. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen. I hope you guys, if you want to try along, I hope you have your Anaconda or your Colab open. So can you guys see my screen? Okay, so we are at the day 2 of Python. So these are some of the inbuilt data types in Python. We looked at them yesterday as well, but here you can see that text. Can you see the screen, guys? Can you give me a yes or no? Yes, Satish says yes, Farooq says yes. Okay. So these are the data types. Like in text, we have string. In numeric, we have int, float, and complex. Sequence is list, tuple, range. Mapping is dictionary. Set types are set and frozen set. Boolean is true or false. Binary and none type. So these are the data types. So to get started, I'm going to open my Anaconda.
वो बोल रहे हैं कि ये मैप किस तरह का है, तो मैप ऑफ सिविलाइजेशन. सिविलाइजेशन मींस व्हाट?
So as you guys can see, I'm just clicking on the Anaconda navigator. And let's give it a minute. In the meantime, let me see if there are more people. Okay, 10 people have joined in. That's good. I think a lot of people who were here yesterday are missing today. Perhaps they are busy with their office. So I'm just waiting for the navigator to open. It's taking a little longer today. Sorry for the delay, guys. Okay, here we have it. And as discussed yesterday, I'm going to click on launch. This will open a new tab in the browser. These are the steps which we did yesterday. Is that correct? Farooq or someone, can you just confirm? Who had the opportunity to try this? Like click on launch and get to the notebook. Did anyone try this? Yes. Okay. Abhik has tried this. Okay. So I'm here at the notebook. And as you guys can see, I'm just going to click on new. Click on Python 3 to open a new notebook. So I'll just have it named as perhaps day 2. So to understand data types, someone had shared an error. I believe it was Farooq, right? Yeah, Farooq. So Farooq has tried something. So let's do the same thing here. Farooq has given x is equal to 20. And then he has also given y. Let's say I'm going to give a random. Y is equal to So this is what Farooq has done. I'm unable to open. Perhaps you can try collab, Mohammed. Or you can watch the recording as well. Guys, if you're joining in late, kindly stay on mute because there is some echo. So anyway, so as you guys can see, this is what Farooq has initially done. He has declared two variables here. So here, x is a variable. The reason is x can take any value. For example, if I check type of x, it's going to say integer. Because x is an integer, as you guys can see, 20 is a number. And the type of x, if I check, it's an integer. So I can also give some other value to x. I can even say 40. It doesn't matter. Now, if I check the type, it will still be integer. But as you can see, the value of x has now changed. If I actually print x, you can see it's now 40. Earlier it was 20, but now it has been updated to 40. So the reason x is a variable is because we can store different values in it. It can update itself based on the way the program proceeds. So what Mohammed has tried is he has tried to add two values, x and y, by doing this. Is that correct, Mohammed or Farooq, I think, right? Farooq. Okay, Farooq, is this correct? Is this what you have typed? Can you give me a yes? Farooq? Yeah. So this will give you an error because this is not how Python works. What you're saying here, you're saying that print is equal to x plus y. Here, print itself has been taken as a variable. In order to print something, you have to put it within braces. Whatever you have to print, you have to put it within these round braces, which are located above the number 9 and 0 on the keyboard. If I do this, let's declare them again. Just a minute. Okay, the reason it's an error is, let's say z is equal to x plus y, and then I print z. Int object is not callable. This shouldn't be the case. Just a minute, let me confirm. As you can see, x plus 5 is 50. It is giving us the supposed value here. Let's say x is equal to 30, and then y is equal to 40. And then I say x plus y. Yeah, it's giving me 70. So what we can do is we can store this in an output. And then we can just call z. So that is also something we can do. So yeah, before we proceed, let's look at the data types. What we saw is when we say x is equal to 40 and check type of x, it says integer. If I say x is equal to 40.0, what is the type of x now? Can someone tell me? Float, yes. So it's an integer type float. If I say x is equal to 40, what's the type of x now? Yes, this is a string. Because anything that is declared within these single quotes is a string. Even if you put integers within these quotes, they will not be considered as integers. They will be considered as string. Now let's look at some simple operations. We will look at some simple operations. Of course, there are lots of other data types. For example, if I say x is equal to, once again, let me declare it as 40. And if I say x equal to 30, what will be the output? What is this? Can anyone tell me why it's false? Type is to find what kind of, what's the data type that has been stored in the variable. That's what type helps us to do. Type helps us identify what kind of variable is stored in a data set. Oh, sorry, in a variable. So can someone tell me why it is false here? Would anyone like to guess why I got false here? It's not double syntax. See, initially I have mentioned x. Let me mute some. So I say x is equal to 40. So what I'm doing is I'm declaring the variable x to have the value as 40. Is that clear? Is everyone with me? Can I have a yes? Can I have a yes? Everyone, whoever is present, please interact, guys. This is simple, right? We are just taking a variable x. We are saying, okay, store a value in it, which can be 40. And then shift enter. So this is clear. So now here you have to be careful. What is equal to is, it's a comparison operator. What we are saying is, what we are asking rather Python is x equal to 30? Is this correct? We are not storing 30 here. When we use two double equal to signs, what we are actually asking Python is, does x have the value 30 in it? And what does Python say? It says false. Because x has 40 in it, right? It does not have 30. We are asking, does x have 30? This is like asking a question. When you have two equal to signs, it's like asking a question to Python. Can you tell me? Yes, that's correct, Farooq. X equal to 40 will be true. Very true. That's right. So are you able to see the screen? Wow, great, Shreema. Are you able? Okay. So that's what it is. So these are some built-in data types. Some of these are like the list and tuples would be something which we cannot cover today. But as you just saw, the other thing is x not equal. If I say x this, and if I say 30, what will be the output now? Can anyone guess? This is also true. Can someone guess why this is true? Guys, are you with me? Hello? No idea. See, this is just, the previous one was a comparison where we are checking if x has a value in it. Here we are saying x not equal to 30, which means we are saying that we have stored 40 in x. And we are checking that, okay, x is not equal to 30. This is true, right? This is not defining a value. Here we are saying that x is not equal to 30, which is true because x is equal to 40. Can I have a quick yes if this is clear? Or it means not equal to. It means if I say this, it means not equal to. So whenever you type a hash in a Python terminal and type anything next to it, it's a comment. You guys can, a good habit or a good practice of coding is whenever you write a line of code, you should always comment next to it. If it seems complicated, you can comment next to your code saying, for example, in this line, I can comment above this line saying, checking the value in x if it is 30. So that's what we are doing here, correct? The reason you should always comment is if someone else is reading your code, they can look at this comment and understand, okay, what exactly is happening in this line. Here it may seem simple, but when the code begins to get complex, having a comment above the code will make others read and understand why you are doing something or what is happening. So as you can see, this is not executed. Whenever you put anything next to this symbol hash, it's a comment and it is not considered as a code. It will not be executed. just what to know about color codes. I'm sorry, Satish, I'm not able to understand that. Can you try to repeat, or can you be more precise? What color represents? Okay. You want to know why something is in green, something is in black. Yeah, okay, I understand. See, green means, for example, if it is an inbuilt keyword, print is a keyword in Python. It's a good question, actually, Satish. It's a very good question. Thanks for bringing it up. So anything that is a keyword mean, for example, X. As you can see, when I type in X, it's not highlighted in green. The reason being, X is not a keyword or an inbuilt function in Python. But if I type in the word def, this means we are going to define a function. It will be highlighted in green. This is anything that's an inbuilt keyword in Python. Print is an inbuilt keyword. Type is an inbuilt keyword. All these will be highlighted in green because they are already present in Python. One way you can understand is, if something is in green, it's already present in Python. If something is not in green, it is a variable. Keywords, built-in keywords. Keywords are, for example, print is a statement. Right, using print, we check the output. Not sure why this is happening today. If I just give Y, it should come out. So what are built-in words? How can we know? Exactly, as I just mentioned, Farooq, if something is highlighted in green, if I type an import, you can see it is highlighted in green. Anything that gets highlighted in green, it automatically means that it's an inbuilt keyword. It's something which is already a part of Python. And the other important thing about it cannot take in any other value. It's already defined in Python. For example, 30, it's highlighted in green, which means 30 has been defined as 30. Is there any bunch we can find? Yes. You can always refer to the official Python documentation if you want a full list of keywords. There can be a lot of keywords. If you want a complete list of keywords, I will share the Python documentation, the official documentation, which will help you understand what is a keyword and what is not a keyword. Is that okay, Farooq? Okay. So moving on, now we have seen how to understand what is stored in a variable. Like, for example, if I say X is equal, okay, let's try this. X is equal to 40. Y is equal to 56.0. If I say X plus Y, what will be the output? Can anyone guess? Can you guys take a guess? Quickly, can someone give me an answer for this? 96. Okay, anyone else? I see a lot of people present here, but I just see one answer. I at least need 96.0. Okay, Satish, good. I think Satish is trying this on a terminal as we speak. So yeah, 96.0 is correct. Okay. The reason being, see, if I check the type of X, it is integer. The type of Y is a float. So what Python has done is it has added an integer and a float and has given the output as a float. The reason being, this can also be 56.3. So then this 0.3 needs to be added, right? We can't ignore this value. So what Python does is it converts the output to the most feasible output, and it gives the output as 96.3. So the output here is actually a float. Now, what if I try this? Let's say I try X is equal to, hey, and Y is equal to, I give 10. X plus Y. What do you think the output here will be? Any guesses? I think people are trying this on their computer, right? Narayanan, no. Okay. Error. Yeah, correct. Why is it an error? Can you tell me why it's an error? Because y is not index. No, that's not the reason. Sorry, x is not an integer. Okay, is that? I think that's what you mean. Okay. See, actually, the beautiful thing is you can see that the error is right in front of you here. Can you guys read this? Take a minute and read this. The error is right in front of you. This is another beautiful aspect of Python. The errors are clearly highlighted and are given to you. It clearly says can only concatenate string, not integer to string. What it's trying to say is it can only concatenate two strings or add two integers. Yeah, correct. Both are different. See how beautiful this is. It's giving you the error in such a well-defined way. So let's see how you guys are able to solve this. What if I have to add this 10 to hey? How do you think I can do this? Can I do this? Is it possible? What if I want to add this 10 to hey? Is that possible? Can any one of you take a guess as to how? Can I add this 10, which is in y, to hey? Is that possible? Can we do that in any way? How? Salman says yes. How? Yes, by keep hey. No. Repeat the question. Concat. No. Yeah, how do you concat, Salman?
Sir, it can be usable if condition.
It's simple. All that you have to do is put this 10 within quotes. And then now if I do x plus 10, this is not 10 anymore. It's now a string. So you can say it gives me an output as hey 10. Now both are strings. As I mentioned earlier, anything within the quote is a string. Let me see how attentive you guys are. I'm going to give x is equal to 30. Y is equal to 100. Now if I say x plus y, I want to know what is the output. I want to see answers from you guys. 130. Satish says 130. Okay. Anyone else? Don't try it on your terminal. Let's see how well you have understood. How could we know what code to use for output? 30, Who says Muhammad? It's not a big code, Muhammad. Yeah, some people have given me 30, which is correct. See, this is the output. It's not going to be 130. Here, this is the difference between concatenation and addition. You guys can now see the difference between concatenation and addition. So addition is you can to understand the difference between concatenation and addition, you guys can consider addition as a mathematical operation. Concatenation is just literally joining. The way I can help you understand concatenation is imagine two train bogies. They come and join next to each other, right? Have you seen two train bogies, how they are connected? They are not merged. They are linked one next to other. So concatenation can only be performed on strings. Whereas addition or mathematical operations can only be performed on integers. If I say x is equal to 30 and y is equal to 100, and now if I try x plus y, I'm going to get 130. Yeah, exactly. Mohammed, that's because we have no float here. If I say 30.0 And if I do this, now it'll give me a float. When we don't have anything next to the decimal value, it's not considered as a float. Is that clear, Mohammed? Yeah, Mohammed, take a look at this again. Here I've given 30 within single quotes. Can you see this? Consider this, don't see it as a number. Whenever you see anything within quotes, don't see it as a number, Mohammed. Imagine this to be a letter. Something like we are saying X is equal to head. All right. And then Y is equal to LLO. Now, if I say X plus Y, what's the output, Mohammed? I'll remove one L. This is funny. So what's the output now, Mohammed? Can you tell me? Can you see that HEL and LO are concatenated? Like I mentioned, imagine. How could you know? I'm sorry, yes, but how could to know what to put? Yeah, see, the simple thing is you can only concatenate two strings. Anything within quotes is a string. It's considered as a string. This is no longer a number. If we put, yeah, correct, Farooq. That's correct. This is no longer a number. Imagine this to be like any other letter, A, B, C, or D, E, F. But this is not a number anymore. Because if I check type of, okay, let me declare it again for you here. If I say A is equal to 30, and then if I check type of A, you can see it's a string. Is that okay, Mohammed? It's not a number, as you can see. But if I say A is equal to 30 and then check type of A, that's an integer. Okay, great, good. I'm happy that you guys are asking so many questions. This is actually, I can see that you guys are actually concentrating and doing things. So moving on, we will look at some mathematical operators. So we can just add a heading here. To add a heading, all that you have to do is click on code, go to heading. Let me just move this. And let's say I type in mathematical operators. So quickly, what are some of the mathematical operators you guys, can you tell me? What kind of operations can you perform on integers? Are you guys with me? I need some response, please. Add, okay. Subtract, yeah. Okay. Division, yeah. Yes. Square root, yes. Correct. Power, yes. I need answers from a lot of people. I can see only Farooq, Muhammad, and 3 people responding to all my answers. Can everyone respond, please? Exponential, correct. Yeah. So these are some of the operators. Like for example, addition, subtraction, multiplication is defined as a star in Python. Multiplication is not X. Sir, समझ में आ रहा है तो interest आ रहा है, समझ नहीं आ रहा है तो getting frustration. I can understand, Mohammed. That is how it is for everyone. It is not just for you. When we don't understand something, we get frustrated. But please ask questions, Mohammed. If you have any doubt, if you're not understanding somewhere, please tell me so that I can stop right there and I can explain to you. So as of now, are you able to follow everything that we have covered so far? Mohammed? We haven't done much actually. So anyway, yes, sir, getting little. Acha, we will look at it. So plus, minus, this is multiplication in Python. Python, you don't have the normal X. The star is multiplication. For division, you have this. That's the /. For exponential, you have this. And then we have a few more, but I'll stop here. This is a modulo. So let's try it. If I say x is equal to, let's say 10. X plus 10. Let's try x plus 10. Okay, now we are good. So what has happened here? We have declared x as 10 and we have tried to add 10 and we have got the output as 20. Is this simple? Is everyone with me? Any confusions here? Okay, good. Now let's try. But the other interesting thing is, what do you think if I try to check what is an x? What do you think the output will be? Satish, x is 10. What happens when you add 10 to x? Okay, good. So what is the output? 30. Mohammed says 30. Okay. What do you think if I now check what is an x? What do you think the output is? Kumar says 20. 10, 10. Okay. It is 10, guys. The reason being, we have said x is equal to 20, but here we are adding 10 to x, but we are not storing it anywhere. We are not storing it in a new variable or back to x. So this value is not affected at all. We are just adding x to 10 to x and getting 20 as the output, but the original variable, which is x, is not affected in any way. So if I have to update the value of x, I have to give x is equal to x plus 10. So what do you think the output will be now? 20. Anyone else? 20. Yes. So as you can see, x is 10. Now I'm saying, once again, I'm initializing x and I'm saying x plus 10, which is going to make it. I have to once again check x. It's giving us 30. This is pretty interesting. We have to check out why. It's giving us 20 now. Okay. All right. No. I had to run this cell again, Mohammed. Okay. So x is now 20. So if I check x now, it will have 20 in it because I have said x is equal to x plus 10. The original value of x is 10. We have added another 10 and we have, by doing this, we have stored it back in x. So now we have 20. So if I say x is equal to x minus 10, what's the output here? 0. Okay. 10. Okay. 10. Okay. I can understand people who said 0 because they might have thought x is equal to 10, but you can see we have updated x to be 20 here. Once we subtract 10, it's going to, we have to run this again. That's the thing. If we come in the correct sequential order, we'll get 10. Because x has been updated to 20, now we have x as 10. So we have seen two operators, that is plus and minus. What if I say x star 10? What's the output of this? Can someone tell me what's the output of this? 100. Satish says 100, okay. Yeah, 100, correct. What is x? Okay, what is x? What is the output of this? Can someone tell me what is the output of this? 1. 1. Why 1? People are telling 1. We just got 100 and why is it 1? Satish says 2. Okay. Yeah, x is 10. Okay. So this is 1. And you can see here it is rounding off. It is giving us 1.0 because we are dividing. Sometimes we can get 1.5 or 1.6, depends on what we are dividing it with. That's why we are getting a float here. So the next operator is x star star. Let's say I give 10. What is the output of this? Can anyone take a shot? Okay.
10টা থেকে ক্লাসটা অ্যাটেন্ড করতে হবে।
Correct. So here we got an output of, let me see one. So this is 10 to the power of 10. It is exponent. This is an exponent. So 10 into 10 is 100, but 10 to the power of 10 is, it's multiplied. How much is this? This is like a number which it will take some time for me to count. So let's say I give x modulo 2. What is the output of this? Let me actually, why is this 0? Can someone tell me why is this 0? Remainder, correct, Mohammed, that is right. Farooq, 5 is 2 into 5. Like x by 2 will give us 5. But x modulo 2 is going to give us the remainder. X is 10, correct. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. But 10 divided by 2 and the remainder, here we are getting the actual value of division. And here it is giving us the remainder. I got this error. I'm not sure why, Shrima. You're not supposed to get this. I think your x value, you just need to run the cells again, as I did. Perhaps your x value has something else in it. Try to store 10 in x again and try it. You'll get this remainder as 0. So, as you can see here, there are a lot of Python operators. These are the important operators. And this is what we saw today. We had a look at some of these operators. As you guys can see, we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, exponent, and floor division. So assignment operators is nothing but it is assigning the values. And comparison is what we just checked. Equal to is something we did. Not equal to is what we did. Greater than is pretty simple. I would like you guys to try this out. Make a quick note of it. And as a homework, try out all these comparison operators. All that you have to do is give a value. Let's say x is equal to 10. And say x is greater than, I'm sorry, it went somewhere else. If I say x is less than 10, it's false, right? So you guys can simply try these operators. Just make a note of these symbols and try these operators as a homework today. So this would actually be the end of today. We are not going to cover much. We are just going to look at the simple operators. You guys can try different things as homework. And as discussed yesterday, I'm going to bring in my colleague again. Just give me a minute, please. Please give me a minute, guys. I'll be with you. So Hitesh will take over the session from here. And Hitesh, are you with us? Just give me a minute, guys. So in the meantime, you guys can actually try these operators here right now. Let me know if you have any doubts. Okay, give me a minute. So guys, I'm going to share my screen again. Just a minute. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, can you, so do you have any doubts in what we have covered so far? If you guys have any doubts in what we have covered so far, you guys can let me know. Anyone? Farooq, Mohammed? To all the participants, do you have any doubts or any help? Yes, correct, Dhaman. We have to give basic information, right? That's what this is. This is a boot camp. This is not. We are trying to help people from the basics. There are, okay, how many, kindly share the recording of this. Yes, yes. How many of you here are trying Python for the first time or are exposed to these things for the first time? Can I have a quick yes? Sriman says me, Satish says me. Okay. First time, myself. All right. So as you can see here, Raman, we have lots of people who are here doing it for the first time. So we have to consider them as well. We have to take everyone along with us. Right. So what I would like you guys to do now is, so how is everyone finding it so far? Are you finding it difficult? Are you finding it easy? Mohammed, yeah, I'll help you, Mohammed. Satish says easy. Okay, can I have a response from everyone? How has it been so far? Can you guys please let us know? Interesting. Okay. Good. Okay. Thanks, Reeman. Very good. Developing confidence. Good. Little bit difficult, but interesting. Yeah, Mohammed, I understand that it can be difficult. It was difficult for me. It is difficult for everyone. But once you actually do these things, in a few days, whatever we have covered in these 2 days, you will find that this is very basic. In just a few days, you will be able to do this on your own. Okay. Just a minute. So if I have to ask you guys to give a rating out of 10, hope going deep may face difficulty. Of course, everyone faces difficulty, but we have to keep, it is up to us as to how we approach that. Can you give me a rating out of 10? Everyone. Satish says 10. Okay. Yeah, just feel free, guys. You can tell what you feel. You can give a rating and then you can say like what you like, how you felt or something. Just give me a one sentence. You can give a one sentence about what you felt very interesting about this so far. Everyone, once a few words about these 2 days. Okay, everyone. Kumar says 10. Okay, okay, great. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. You're making us learn. Thank you, Farooq. Yeah, that's how it should be, right? Like people should understand things easily. Thank you for that. Thank you, Sriman. Thank you. I really. Farooq, yes, you can try everything we did today. You can try adding. You can check greater than. I have gained confidence that I can also learn programming. Very true. Thank you, Sinha. Thank you. Python, yes. Thank you. All right. So if there are no questions or if there are no doubts, I'm going to end this session. Is that okay, guys? How do you have any, sir, at the time of job, do we get data to execute? Yes, it depends on the company, Mohammed. Some companies do give data for you to go home and do some work and all that. Moving forward, it will be easy or hard. Mohammed, everything in life is always hard, Mohammed. Don't expect it to be easy. I'll give that one. That's something that I would like to tell you as a friend, Mohammed. Consider always take the hard path. That is the best way. I can only, if you're asking me to be easy or hard, I will say hard, but then that might be demotivating. But that's where it is challenging, right? Only when you do hard things in life, it is challenging. Is that right or no, Mohammed? Would you watch a cricket match if one team is playing very well and the other team is just gets out in 30, 40 runs and the first team scored 200 runs? Will you watch such a match? Is there any point in watching such a match? Yeah. You will only watch a match when the opponent is playing as good as the team you're supporting, right? The match has to go till the last ball. Is that right or no, Mohammed? Right, yeah. So that's how it will be. Things will get hard, but that doesn't mean that no one can do it. Anyone can do it. But not just Python, no matter what you do in life, it is only going to keep getting harder and harder. That's how it is designed for some way. Yeah, that's also correct, Sina. Yes. All right. So that's it for day 2, guys. I'm getting some error. What error, Mohammed? Can you? Unfortunately, I cannot give you the option to share your screen. Let me see. Correct, Farooq. Yeah. See, I'm sure you can do wonders. Don't think about hard or easy. The other way to approach. Don't think about hard or easy. Just do it. So what if it is hard, right? So what if it is hard? Are you going to not do it? It's okay. Even if it is hard, don't look at hard or easy. Just do it, no matter what it is. I'm trying to give you permission to share. Or yeah, Satish, I will check and I will see if I can share this. So Mohammed, unfortunately, I'm not able to help you in sharing the screen. What I would request you to do is you can try these things on Google Colab. Tomorrow, I will give you the option to share the screen. Yeah, there's someone who has their who are not on mute. That's why it was echoing. So what I would request Mohammed to do is, Mohammed, I will give you the option to share the screen tomorrow and I can help you out. But today, please try it on Google Colab. All right, guys. So I'm going to end the day for today. If you, so I will catch you again tomorrow at the same time. Please be present because tomorrow is the final day. We will go through everything. We will do some small projects, very small programming. And we will see that just in 3 days, how much we have covered. But then, of course, there is a lot to learn, but we'll see in 3 days how much we have covered. So I'm going to end the day, guys. Thank you all for joining today. Thank you all for joining on the second day as well. Yeah, thanks, Sriman. Thanks, Satish. Farooq Jamal. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time, actually. You've been great. Let's connect tomorrow for the day 3 as well. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Kamle. Take care, guys. Take care. And do try these things. Whatever we have covered today, do try it. It's very simple. You just spend 10 to 15 minutes, not more than that. Okay, guys. Thank you. I'm ending the session. Thank you, guys.